What's going on, guys? Should get some water, to be honest. Alright, I'm live on YouTube here. Okay, I'm live. Alright. What's up, guys? Today's a little red day. I kind of expected that. To be honest. Let's see, we're gonna take a screenshot of this. Equity boom. And go like that. And then go like that. And then save. Minus 14K. Yeah, guys, so let me get everything set up here. Today's a smaller red day. We're down $14,000. We closed the day green, but then I got a little aggressive on GME. And trying to make something happen after hours. Pay the price a little bit, but that's okay. What a week, what a month. We're going to go over the month it was. Just an insane month. A lot of volatility, a lot of opportunity, a lot of price action. And, at the end of the day, guys, there was so much opportunity this month. And we took pretty good advantage. Always could have done better, could have done a lot better. Always could have done worse, could have done a lot worse. So, always got to take the positive and take some of the negatives and always kind of reflect on what you did right and what you did wrong. I always reflect on what I did right and what I did wrong. And so, but you have to make sure you focus on both, not just one side, because if you're one-sided on your focus, then, you're gonna just focus too much on the positive or the negative. And you have to be always clear vision on what you're doing and what you're trading. AMC, EXPR, and lastly, there's always one that I forget. Whatever. And we got to go here and change, and then we got to go minus 14K, right there. Cool. Save. All right. What's going on, Wolfie? What's going on, KD? What's going on, Ivan? All right, guys. So we're gonna go over the month. Let's see here. I am live going over my $4.9 month into. Okay. Alright, there's that. Posted that. And there's this here. Oops. Alright, guys, we're posting that there. Now let's go post this on social media quick. What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna get some water here. AMC, Experience. I always say Experience, but it's Express. What's another one? Toss. And lastly, we'll do PHUN. All right, guys. I'm going to get some water really quick and be right back. So let me get some water really quick and I'll be right back. 1 second. Some water. Water, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started today. Okay guys, let's go live on TikTok as well. TikTok, here we are. Cool. All right, guys. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. So what a month it was. We had a crazy month. A crazy week. And I look forward to going into next month being crazy as well. The opportunities out there are pretty endless, between AMC, Express, GameStop, between NAKD, between KOSS. The opportunities out there are pretty endless. And, there's really just no excuse to be able to try and take advantage of some opportunities out there. Now, with the volatility of those stocks, there's a lot of money to be lost as well. And that's what I always say, guys. As traders, 90% of us fail. We always have to know that. We always have to know that 90% of us fail. And that's just the truth. It's just the way it goes. When we trade stocks, we all want to trade profitably. But the thing is, we all have to face reality. The 90% of us fail. And, that's why I have my free chat room. That's why I have my course. That's why I have my stream that I'm doing now. That's why I created NAKD.com to kind of just build a group of like-minded people who know what it takes to make smart decisions. Make sure to control your risk. Make sure not to have, all your eggs in one basket. Make sure, you're... As I always say to my old self that I wish I would have done is traded, with the amount of capital that would have been 5 to 10 times, or like I could blow up my account 5 to 10 times over and still financially not feel it. And then that 7th or 8th time when I finally get my account going, I make up for those 8 accounts, and then I have my own strategies and profitable edge that works for me. But I didn't do it that way. I lost half my net worth and almost quit trading forever. So, we all have to find our own path, our own journey, our own structure, our own plan. And the reality is we all have different emotional and psychological, risks that we can take. But guys, it's all about, finding an edge in the market. If you can find an edge in the market, then you will be consistent in this and find a career out of it, And that's the reality. If you can find a career out of trading, which I have, and I'm, a high school GPA 2.3, a college GPA about the same. I dropped out of college. I'm not a genius, but I found something that I love, and I focused on it, and I focused pretty hard on it, and I studied. I didn't hang out with my friends for a long time. I was, basically studying 12, 16-hour days. And I wouldn't say I was obsessed, but I was almost obsessed with learning how to trade. I remember, being up at my mom's, place and studying, on her laptop and just studying any YouTube videos that I could find and studying, any kind of, I was trying to just study anything that I could, right? And, anything that I could get my hands on, I was just trying to digest. And any kind of market movement that I could see, I was just trying to digest. It was all about just learning, studying. And you're going to hear me say that a lot, but that's just the reality. So it's crazy to say this, but this is the biggest month of my career, the biggest week of my career. I'm up over... with this account solely, I'm up about $3.8 million on the month. And I know it sounds insane, but it's true. And, I started with $1,000 about 280 business days ago. And with that amount, we've slowly grown it into over $9 million in profits. And during that challenge, we now created, 1,000 into over $9 million in profits. So yes, I've taken $1,000 into 25,000, 1,000 into 100,000, 1,000 into a million, and we're still going. 1,000 into over $9 million now. It's crazy to think that it all started with $1,000, and with that $1,000, I just made $3.8 million in a month. But that's the truth. I started with $1,000, and ever since then, I've used the market's money to pay myself out. I've never added any capital. I've never taken anything out of my bank account. And it's pretty crazy, but, the reality is, guys, if you can trade smart with a plan, a process, and a strategy that works over time, and you build on it and build on it and build on it, I'll be the first one to show you that, you can do those kinds of things. I'm here to inspire and to motivate. And, taking that small amount and using the market's, volatility to create profit, to create opportunity, therefore can create, life-changing, amounts of money. And, that's why I started the challenge, was to motivate and to inspire. At the end of the day, it depends on your comfortability, but I know for sure with the means that I live, I can retire comfortably, but I choose to do this for you guys. I choose to come on here every day for free for you guys to hopefully inspire and to motivate. I kind of change the page in the chapters, I for like 3 or 4 months, I was only making, I think, like $5,000. Like the first month was like $1,000. The second month was like $3,000, and so on and so forth. And so, that being said, I started it, and I knew that during that time I wasn't going to make a ton of money, but I did it in the beginning because I wanted you guys to be motivated and to be inspired to realize that you don't need a lot to turn a lot. I mean, let's put it this way: you buy $1,000 at GameStop at $10, and you're selling it right now. What is that? That's 30 grand or something like that, just in one stock. I mean, AMC, you buy it at $2, you sell it at 20. That's 1,000%. It's 1,000 into 10,000. Guys, there is so much opportunity. KOSS went from $5 to $172 in like 2 or 3 days. So it's not like it's not possible, guys. I mean, the market can create so much opportunity. It's pretty insane. And as we develop as traders, and as we develop as, entrepreneurs, or whatever you want to call yourself, okay? It's up to you to find your own process, plan, and strategy that works for you, because mine might not work for you, and no one can ever trade exactly like me. But I come on here for you guys to learn kind of what I'm doing and build that foundation to hopefully create your guys' successes. Now, the reality is, you're never going to have 100% of people be successful, ever. People might quit, people might not be able to handle it, people might not be able to take the risk, and so on and so forth. But when stocks go up and they go down, there's opportunity. And in between the opportunity, you can create financial gain. And the reality is, we all go to work to create a living, to put food on the table and to put a roof over our head. Okay? And so, whether it be trading or whether it be you being a doctor, a lawyer, or anything else, right? We all have to put food on the table and a roof over our head for our family, right? And so I found that opportunity, the volatility, which then puts food on the table for what, and a roof over my head, Same, it's because my camera screwed up. I'm moving soon, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Hopefully the new computer won't do that. But I want you guys to know that 90% of traders fail, okay? But if you put in the time and the effort to study, go on YouTube, search, and I'm gonna create a video where it tells you guys kind of, where to study, if you're just starting, where to go, kind of things like that to kind of create a foundation, because that's something I need to do. But an easy way out for me to say is just my course, but I don't want to just sound like I'm selling something, because obviously I made my course to create that foundation and for me to show you guys my strategies, and it is 25% off. But if it's not for you, it's not for you, you know? And so but you always have to know that 90% of traders fail. So you have to know it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to, the fastest I've ever seen anyone, and I've seen a lot of traders, is 6 months it took them to be profitable, okay? 6 months, that's the fastest I've ever seen anyone. It took me about a year of full-time trading, about in total. It took Jordan about 2 years, okay? I mean, it's not, and everyone's different. It takes everyone different amounts of time to figure it out. And maybe there's people that don't figure it out at all. And, at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. The amount of effort, the amount of time, the amount of, how much are you motivated? How much do you want to change your financial life? How much do you want to try and create opportunity for yourself? And as anything in this world, guys, you have to know there's always risk, because when there's risk, there's no reward. Just like when I lost half my net worth. I put a lot of risk on, and I also lost a lot of money. So you have to know there is risk, and you have to keep that always open in your mind, okay? But at the end of the day, you guys got to study, and it comes down to how bad do you want it. The people that are asking me questions all the time are the ones that aren't putting in the time and aren't putting in the effort to learn themselves. So a lot of the questions I get from you guys, they can be answered on Google. And that to me is someone saying, let's get rich quick. And that is not as volatile and as crazy as these stocks are. If you want to hang around long term, it's not a get rich quick scheme, guys. This takes time. It takes effort. You can't just wake up and say, hey, when I made over $1 million yesterday, I woke up at 2 a.m. planning my day. 2 a.m. And I was up for 3 hours trying to figure out, okay, worst case scenario this, best case scenario this. How am I going to create opportunities for myself in this day and age? And how am I going to create this plan to work? And if I'm down, I was down yesterday $750,000, then how am I going to figure that out? How am I going to come out of it? Which is what happened yesterday. No, I woke up at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard and went back to bed about 5 a.m. Pacific Standard, took a 20-minute power nap, and I was up for the rest. But anyways, guys. But I want you guys to let's go over today's trading day. Okay? Today was just a bunch of garbage trading for me. And I kind of knew that was the way it was going to be. GME, we started off up about $35,000 or so. And then I started to give things back on GLBS and KOSS. I lost $27,000 on BHAT. $33,000 on KOSS, GLBS, $22,000, and so on and so forth. And then my best trade of the day, and I want you guys to learn from this, okay? So my best trade of the day, guys, ITRC, right? IRTC. So my best trade of the day was this short, okay? And I knew this one was coming off the lows, and this was textbook for me, okay? And I explained it in chat. I explained it and that was yesterday. I was down 750, Lee Curtis. But Ken Lango, how do you find the link to my course? Click the link in my bio, and it'll take you to the chat room. Click on my website, and you'll see products, and you'll see video series. And that's my course. But anyways, so I saw this thing on the scanners, and I saw this kind of extending, and I was like, usually I like to buy into 6 red candles and sell into 6 green candles. So this had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know if I've ever seen 20 green candles in a row. Okay? And that being said, I started to short it right in here. And I ended up with a nice average of 179. Okay? I ended up with about $1 million position short. Yeah, you heard that right, $1 million position. So I was right in here. I was looking at about $45,000 to $40,000 down, somewhere in there, almost $50,000 down. But I knew, stocks can go up, but they always have to breathe. You'll never see a stock just go. At least you can't ever say never in the markets. But I have never, and I've been trading 3.5, 4 years. Okay. And I've never seen, a stock go up, 20 green candles. Now, it doesn't mean it can't go to 30 green candles, 35, but it always has to take a breath, generally, right? generally it has to take a breath. So I was down about 40 to 50,000 right in here, and I just kept adding as we're going up. Now, as you see the volume go up, that usually means kind of a more parabolic move. The bigger the candle, the more likely the top is, at least in my opinion. So, we got the top here. No, we got the top here, and then boom, collapse, right? And I covered it way too soon. You're going to see, my trade on this one. Where are you, IRTC? Right there. So 179.832, 6,000 shares short. And then I covered it up at 173.459. Okay, this thing went all the way down to 164. If I waited 1 more minute, 2 more minutes, I'm up, I don't know, almost $100,000 on that short. So, at the end of the day, guys, there's always opportunity in the market. Okay, and that is that. Now, you can see me kind of just trying to get on GME, and I just couldn't get anything going on it, and I kept losing after hours. I was actually green about $4,000 to close the day. Let's go ahead and go over one of my big losers, KOSS. So, KOSS, guys, I was longing right in here. This one was reacting different and felt like we might get an absolute crazy squeeze to 130s, 140s. And all of a sudden, but I explained this in chat, I started to see what I call an ask walk down. An ask walk down is something where on the ask, you see a big seller and they keep coming down. Every time the bid goes down, the ask goes down. Okay? So when this goes down to 63, the ask walks it down to 63.01. When it goes down to 62, the ask walks it down to 62.01. And that's what was happening right in here. The ask was starting to walk this thing down. And I hated seeing that. When I see something like that, I always generally get out. And I had taken a loss on it. Doesn't mean it won't go back up on Monday, but it was actually a big loss. I had high conviction, but as soon as I saw that ask being walked down, I was out. I wasn't going to mess around with that. Generally that means that the Bears are in control. And, that is what it is. But when I saw the ask being walked down, it was almost immediately right after I got in, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, well, this is being walked down. Someone was pushing it down. Someone is trying to get out on the ask. And I think it was SSR as well. But yeah, so... that's that. I got out of that one with a $30,000 loss. GLBS, I entered at 601 with a lot of size. And here's what I thought. I thought we were going to get a KOSS. I thought we were going to get a GBR type move on GLBS. I thought the shipping sector was going to go crazy. And that was going to be kind of the trend today. Well, I was wrong, and I paid the price. And I ended up losing $22,000 on that thing. So, just kind of a... an all-around day for me, just kind of not being very patient, not making very smart decisions. And I was trying to keep it low stress today just because it's been an insane month and an insane week, and I didn't want to end the week red, but it is what it is. A very small red day for me. It's all relative. We're down about 1.4% on the account. As you can see, I pulled out my profits from yesterday. I wanted to keep my account at $1 million. Next month, I want to be trading with $1.25 million. So I was trying to get up to that, but I pulled the $1.54 million yesterday in profits from the day before that, and the GME trade of where I made over 7 figures yesterday. But yeah, today's a $14,000 red day, and just so you guys know, okay, I did $3.8 million just in this account alone on this month, and I believe during this month I think I had like 6 red days in a row. Go back and look at my YouTube. You're going to see me going through a stretch of red day after red day after red day after red day. And I think in one day, I went from like the first day I was down like 20,000, then 30,000, then 50,000. And then I think the next day I lost 100,000, 150,000. So in this month, guys, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. And when I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it, okay? I know that my opportunities won't always be right, and I will get emotional. And I will not be the best trader that I could possibly be sometimes because I get emotional or I just jump into things that just aren't in my strategies, or my strategy doesn't work out and I end up not trading at the plan. There's a lot of things that you can do wrong in trading, guys. A lot of things. A lot of things you can do right as well. But statistically, you can do a lot more wrong than you can do right because 90% of traders fail. Okay? So yeah, guys. If you guys are interested in taking advantage of my sale and learning my strategies, my course is 25% off. There's that. And my scanner is also 25% off as well. I'll probably end the sale end of the week or probably Sunday. That way you guys can take advantage of it. If you want to learn my strategies, they're there. It took me over a year and a half to make. It's about 20 hours of content. The students mainly like the most value that my students have consistently told me is that they said, they like the live section better. Mr. Icy, why don't you do some live trading? I'm sure it would be more beneficial to learn in real time. Well, there's live trading on my course. I've actually done live trading on my YouTube before. Some OGs have seen it before where I live trade on my YouTube. Go back and look through my entire YouTube channel. Here's the thing, guys. If you just put the time in and go back and look at my YouTube and watch my videos front to back, you will see I do a couple of live trades in there. I believe I made like $70,000 live on a washout on one stock within the past couple of months, and I didn't even want to do it live on YouTube. But the reason why I don't trade live is because I don't want you guys piggybacking off me. To me, that's cheating. I don't want you guys and you won't learn very well from that. You just watching what I'm getting in and what I'm getting out and mirroring that, it doesn't do you any good because that doesn't make you a self-sufficient trader. I don't want you guys relying on me my whole life. You got to be, the people that I teach at NormaxNoTrading.com are self-sufficient. You have to be self-sufficient traders are the ones that last in this world. You can't just rely on other people, to just tell you when to get in and when to get out. Okay? And there's plenty of services out there. If you're interested in that, there's plenty of services out there that do that. I have no problem with you going to them. It's up to you. But I'm telling you, I've seen way in my experience more people fail trying to copy other people that are gurus and furus or whatever rather than trying to learn who they are themselves. And one of the biggest things in trading that's underrated and it's not talked about a lot is learning about yourself, learning what you can handle. And only you will figure that out by getting in and out of things with your capital and learning how you react from certain things going up and going down and how much size you're in, how much you can handle when it's up and you can't handle looking at that much P&L so you have to get out, how much you can handle going down and what kind of size you can handle. You learn so much about yourself just as a trader and when you put capital into the market, let alone, just trying to copy other people on top of that, right? Just because some trader says I'm long here, it doesn't mean that's going to work for you because you might not have any conviction to be able to hang on to anything. It's very hard to explain and it's very in detail how to understand it. But when you start trading, if you haven't already, you'll understand size is a very big thing and learning about yourself is an even bigger thing. Those two things go hand in hand though. So yeah, anyways. So my site's 25% off if you want to check that out. As always, hit the like and subscribe button if you want it done right. Got to do it yourself. Cool. Yep. Awesome. What are some first steps to getting into trading? Honestly, guys, if you're just starting, I have a free brokerage in my description below. It gives you up to 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400, and yes, it does give you 2 free stocks. I wouldn't be sending you in the wrong way if it didn't. A lot of people have signed up with Weevil and can probably tell you they do give you the free stock, and it can give you up to $1,400 in free stock. If you want to use the brokerage that I do, it doesn't give you free stock, but it's in the link in the description below as well. You can start, and then just like I always tell my old self and what I wish I used to do, or what I wish I would have told myself when I first started trading is, I'm not necessarily a big paper trader believer, because at the end of the day, when you are paper trading, you're not going to learn anything emotionally. You're not going through any stress. You can just lose money willy-nilly. It doesn't matter. And once you put money in the markets, you start looking at things way differently emotionally and psychologically, right? And so Nang, Zarky, it's about 4 to 6 hours roughly. I think it's I want to say 5 hours, but I might even be 6 hours of live trading. But So yeah, I mean, you gotta paper trading. You know, I'm not a huge believer into it because you have to like even just putting $5 into the market, you're gonna have a feeling different than what's paper trading. So paper trading is good to just get a hang of things and how they move and understand. But when it comes down to like the most important thing, which is sizing up and sizing down, and you know, understanding what it's like to be in and out of stocks, you have to have some skin in the game. So. Yeah, check out those links in the description below if you're interested in those brokerages. Again, guys, if you're interested in learning my strategies, my course is 25% off. Jose is one of my students. Get the course. I have it. It's worth it. Appreciate that, Jose. I think it's bullish in these shorter stocks. Yep, we'll see. It'll be fun on Monday to see what happens to everything. But yeah, so that's really it, guys. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. On TikTok, you can join me on YouTube Cam the Man, YouTube Cam the Man. Let's see here. Is GME still going? Of course it is. Just very light volume. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I'll do my best to get back. You guys have been blowing up my DMs, and I cannot get back to all of you guys. It's literally, I'm only one person, guys. You have to know that. You also have to know that, you know, I have tons of free content on my YouTube channel. If you don't want my course, there's tons of free content on my YouTube, tons of free content in my free chat room. We have a ton of like-minded people in chat. I think that being surrounded by like-minded people, I mean, I just couldn't do it without it, you know, and the tools that I give are tools that I just couldn't do without. I can't do without a scanner. I can't do without, I've purchased courses in my day to learn other people's strategies. I can't do without chat rooms and social media. Those are three big things that really, like, uplifted my career in trading. So I'm only giving you guys what has worked for me. All right, guys, do you have any questions about anything? So a good place to get started trading is go on YouTube and just start typing in, you know, how to start trading. You know, start typing in day trading, swing trading, momentum trading, swing trading, long-term trading. What else? You know, go back and you can start a brokerage by, you know, using the 2 free stocks. But as always, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. And, you know, you always got to realize, guys, 90% of traders fail. You have to know that. You know, so, yeah, trading is not easy. As Joey Dollar says, trading is easy. All right, guys. Yeah, that's really all I have today. Crazy month, up over $4 million between all accounts, about $4.3 million in all accounts. My best month of my career. You know, there's a lot of traders that I look up to that don't show P&L. And I might get to a point where I don't want to show P&L anymore. I don't know. Like, I like being transparent, but I also don't want to, like, be the guy that's like, hey, look at me, I'm making all this money, I'm a show-off. You know, I've never, ever wanted to come off like that. So I'm always going back and forth whether to show my P&Ls. But, you know, the show goes on, and you also have to realize I'm not normal. These P&Ls are insane. This is not a normal situation that I'm in. But, you know, I just, yeah, and the percentages is great. Percentages, you know, I'm down 1.4% today. Yesterday I was up 100 or about 70%. Yeah, I might show percentages or something like that, because percentages are what really, really matters. You know, the P&L that I make doesn't matter. It's the percentages that matter. P&L means nothing, especially to a lot of you guys, because a lot of people can't relate to that. Some people can, but not a lot of people. So then percentages is all that matters in trading, because if you're up 100%, whether you're at a $1,000 account, $100 account, or $1 million account, it's all relative, right? So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed your trading week. Hopefully you guys stayed profitable out there. If you haven't, make sure to study this weekend long and hard. Go through my YouTube. If you want to learn my strategies in depth, obviously you get what you pay for. Go through my course. It's 25% off. My scanners are 25% off as well. there's tons of free content on YouTube. There's literally you can't have enough of it. There's 564 videos of streams of me. Go back and look through my Discord as well if you're interested in that. And I didn't really have any traders that mentored me. I just studied a lot of people around me. So those of you guys on TikTok and everybody else, yeah, and I prefer that all traders show their P&L because I think it's very important to be transparent no matter what you're doing. But I go back and forth. Diego the Bull, what's going on, man? Good to have you on. Diego the Bull is one of my students as well. He's doing a $1,000 account challenge as well. And I think he's up to like $2,000 bucks. I think he is in the first week or two. That's awesome. All right, guys. You guys enjoy your weekend. Okay, enjoy the time, study, but also make sure to, just take some meditation, take some yoga. Just get your mind off numbers. That's what I'm gonna do this weekend. I'm probably gonna go skiing again. Get my mind off it. I'm going to be going out to a nice dinner tonight. Just kind of relaxing. Maybe, just enjoy my night. And just like I want you guys to do as well. So hopefully I'm inspiring and motivating. And let's make every day better than yesterday. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Daniel, if you want to be a student, you got to get the course. Do you see the market crash coming? Mountain Studios, I don't know. A lot of people ask me, do I see the market crashing soon? I don't know. I could see it happening, yeah, and I'm in a lot of long-term positions, but my long-term positions are like 30-year holds, so I'm not really worried. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert for making new videos. Cheers, team. Enjoy your weekend.